What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. We just hit 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and this is an amazing milestone and we can't thank you enough. Be sure to check out for a special video on our 2 million milestone. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including more wrestlers released from WWE. Is Vince preparing to leave the WWE? A rumor on why WWE released so many superstars. What really happened with Mustafa Ali? An update on Jon Moxley and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia, which we've relaunched. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at, is Vince McMahon preparing to leave the WWE? Atop of today's news is a report suggesting Vince McMahon is preparing to leave the WWE in the wake of the ongoing federal investigation into the conduct that led to his abrupt retirement in June of 2022. The news site Axios is reporting pro wrestling magnate Vince McMahon is hinting that he wants to be out of the family business, according to the regulatory findings tied to WWE's recent merger with the UFC. The new combined entity TKO has registered all of McMahon's shares for sale, thus enabling him to avoid the lockup period that applies to other TKO stockholders like Endeavor and Silver Lake. The report noted that the language of the regulatory filing strongly suggests McMahon will be selling stock, but that the same filing says that McMahon, alongside with two other TKO executives, will be selling stockholders in this offering. In addition, the article quote language from the TKO Holdings regulatory filings concerning Vince McMahon's presence on the board of directors. McMahon's membership on our board could expose us to negative publicity and or have other adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. His membership also may result in additional scrutiny or otherwise exacerbate the other risk described herein. Any of these outcomes could directly or indirectly have adverse financial and operational impacts on our business. However, McMahon is more than just a board member. He currently serves as the chairman of the board, a powerful and prestigious position. Is this statement from TK Holdings just a case of the company showing due diligence? Well, obviously the new company must feel that McMahon's assets to the company outweigh the liabilities. On a related note, TKO Holdings stock took a massive hit on Thursday as Forbes reported that the stock, which slumped as low as $84.86 per share Thursday, was trading around $104 throughout the week. As the production of this video, the stock was $83.98. There are many puzzling aspects to this story that warrant discussion. The first is why TKO will put McMahon on its board given the clout hanging over him. More importantly, if McMahon is going to unload stock, it seems unlikely he would do so when the price is drastically dropped. While this is speculation, TKO's drop in stock price may have nothing to do with the WWE's new deal with the USA Network for the rights to SmackDown. Could the knowledge about the Fed's investigation into McMahon be the real reason and the new SmackDown deal be a way to deflect attention? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, more releases in WWE. The WWE released many wrestlers on 21st September, beginning with 8 superstars from the main roster and continuing later in the day as it released NXT superstars, some of which had just moved from the main roster to the Black and Gold brand. Here's the complete list of released talent, beginning with the main roster. Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Mustafa Ali, Elias, Riddick Moss, Emma, Top Dollar, Aaliyah. NXT superstars being Dana Brooke, Mansoor, Mace, Dabba-Kato, Yulisa Lyon, Daniel MacArthur, Kevin Ventura, Alexis Gray, and Brooklyn Barlow. Are you guys surprised by any of these releases? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a rumor on why WWE released so many superstars. If you're wondering why the WWE released certain superstars and not others, Meltzer is reporting in this week's Observer that the key to the releases were talent making main roster money but not being used on the main roster, with the idea that they were not going to be used in the future. Meltzer also mentioned it's time in versus how much money you are paid versus return on investment, said one WWE official regarding the talent cuts. As we noted in our recent video, the WWE dropped the ball with some of its released superstars due to poor booking. However, the odds of the WWE owning up to creators' limitations range anywhere from slim to none. Next up, what really happened behind Mustafa Ali's exit? And although several of the released stars were inactive, that wasn't the case with Mustafa Ali, who'd recently jumped from Raw to NXT and was embroiled with the program. Dave Meltzer pointed out, his release was apparently because the decision was made that they did not see using him on the main roster and he was making main roster money. But it was notable that they didn't even wait for his television program to play out or even wait a week to write him out of the storyline. Fightful Select noted that we're told that as things stood, his WWE deal was up in the spring or summer of 2024. While Ali's exit during the middle of a storyline is unusual, it's worth reminding viewers that Ali had previously asked for his release from WWE only to be turned down. Next up, did a recently released NXT wrestler have backstage heat? According to Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp, former wrestler Quincy Elliott was trouble. Quincy Elliott caused all kind of issues for the staff in WWE. It was somebody that was always going to be up next on the chopping block, no other way to put it. Quincy Elliott was going to get cut. According to Ringside News, Quincy Elliott's last appearance was in NXT North American title #1 contender Battle Royal in March this year. This should come as no surprise as many of the recent releases have been incognito of late. Next up, a release wrestler refuses to return his title. Now, while many of the release superstars were gracious on social media about their WWE departure, one talent is refusing to return a title. Former Maximum male model Mace took to X to proclaim, "After almost 10 years of making something out of nothing, I'm excited to spread my wings and be myself for the first time. Let's take this anime reference to the next level. Step into the Grand Tour. I'm also not giving back the up up down down title. Sorry not sorry." It's good to see some of the release wrestlers are taking their releases with a sense of humor, and hopefully their positive attitude will help them through the transition from WWE to the next step in their journey. Next up was an NXT wrestler barred from losing matches. Now, an interesting story has emerged concerning former Maximum male model Mansoor. Mansoor on Twitch revealed the reason he never wrestled on NXT TV was because he wasn't allowed to lose due to WWE's deal with Saudi Arabia. However, it sounds like Mansoor had other problems in WWE, as he also commented on being told to lose weight. We had the match, we go back up to the locker room and the producer comes into the room and says, "Guys, Vince saw the match. Nobody knows how to sell." And then he looks right at me and nobody looks like they've gone to the gym, and I was like, oh no. So I lost the weight. I went to 180, I was slender and I got a little slimmer. Now apparently Mansoor's work didn't pay off, a reminder of how unpredictable things can be in the WWE. Next up, an update on Jon Moxley. Moxley suffered a mild concussion on Wednesday's Grand Slam edition at Dynamite. Although Fightful Select is reporting Mox told people he's doing fine and he didn't need to go to the hospital, Dave Meltzer reported this in The Observer. As with all concussions, his return is based on passing protocol tests. It could be a week and it could be much longer. He noted that because he wasn't knocked out and could still wrestle, Phoenix and Knox didn't realize he was hurt, nor did the doctor. In hindsight, because of the risk of a second concussion so shortly after the first, the best thing should have been to stop the match. But since he was working seemingly fine, nobody knew that. Actually, when Moxley realized he was messed up, he called right then for the finish. And finally, did Shawn Michaels like a controversial tweet? And last but not least, did Shawn Michaels like a controversial tweet that criticized Stephanie McMahon? An ex-user posted the tweet and Shawn liking it, with the account commenting, "I'm effing crying. HBK must have thought he was on his burner or just doesn't give an F," and liked a tweet shitting on Stephanie McMahon, her ability to lead WWE, and her treatment of Dusty Rhodes. Here's a tweet that HBK supposedly liked. "Why should he give the company to his daughter? It's his company and he built it. If he wants to cash out, then let him. And Stephanie has hardly proved she can run the country. Just look at how she treated Dusty after he owned her in the promo, or how she keeps claiming credit for Women's Revolution." Now, as we all know, Shawn can't work computers, so is there anything to this? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.